Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now look, so for this one, it's gonna be about how I got shot 7 times. Boop, 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 and went to prison immediately after it. 7 days later, my bad, 7 days later. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Alright. Now, I done told this story before, you know what I'm saying? But I did center in exactly on how this shit happened. I kind of like skipped over a couple of things, and that's what I'm about to fill y'all in on. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go ahead and start it from the top. Y'all know how I do it. Let's jump in that time capsule. Let's go back to 2010, right? I told y'all about my boy Beezy, you know. All right, he got killed October 26, 2010. So this October, it'll be 15 years my boy been gone. You know what I'm saying? But he died. He got killed, right? After that, it was like I lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was already in the streets doing little street shit, but I wasn't turned up like I was at the Beezy got killed. You know what I'm saying? Beezy was the glue to the hood. You know what I'm saying? He brought the five and the six together. When we was at war, when we was split, when we didn't fuck with each other, he was able to bring us together. You know what I'm saying? So with him bringing us together, you would see the five and the six all on the same block. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So after he died, everybody got to splitting up, going their ways. Now don't get it twisted. We all still homies. We still good and all of that. Just saying, like when he died, everybody kind of like got to go on their own ways. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had lost my job around that time. Everything it was bad. So I'm like, you know what? I'm already in the street shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something to get me back. Like I'm fucked up. I lost my mans. I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I thought of was to start robbing shit. Right? I'm like, fuck it. I picked up that pistol. I got to run around robbing motherfuckers, sticking them up. Give me all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making nothing out of it. To be honest, if you not robbing the right people, you just wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what I was doing. I was starting off robbing the wrong people. I wasn't making nothing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, one of my homies from the old hood from West Warren, he like, hey bro, I got to drop on this little chop shop in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You can go up there and go meet him. Little foreign guy. You know what I'm saying? He be needing whips. Woo woo. So I'm like, all right. I went over there. He introduced me to Dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog looked at me, the foreign guy. He like, oh yeah, you can get some shit. You know what I'm saying? So he started me off with a list. Like neons, Dodge Stratus, 300 M's. You know what I'm saying? Little cars like that, right? He like, if you could bring me any one of these cars back with the keys in it, I give you 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, depending on what kind of car it is, the shape, things like that, condition, blah, 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 right? I'm like, all right. I walk off with my boy. I'm like, he said, bring the car back with the keys in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck I'm gonna do that? So my boy like, hey, you gotta figure that out. He walked away, you know what I'm saying? So we split ways from there. I'm like, damn, I got a motherfucking carjack people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I'm already out here robbing motherfuckers. Now I just got to get them out their car. You know? All right. So I started carjacking motherfuckers, right? So let me tell you how I started with that. I came out one night. I was like, you know what? I'm about to get a motherfucker. I don't care how it go. So I'm doing shit like I'm catching people at stop signs, red lights, whatever. I'm catching motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending him cars. He paying me, right? So this one night, I was blowing some of the money. I ain't gonna lie. I was spending that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was giving my homies a couple dollars, blah blah blah. So I'll be back on Broke Street in no time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap, right? So there's one night. Plus, at the same time, the robbing shit was so good. I was just spending that money. I should have been saving, but I was spending. You know what I'm saying? Um. Anyway, one night I said, you know what? I'm about to go on bright mode, get some shit over there in the mall. Now, my hood off of 7 Mile Evergreen and Brightmo is like this. We like neighbors. You know what I'm saying? So like 7 Mile and Brightmo, we neighbors. We was connected together at one point and everything. We was 7 to the mall, all of that shit. That's just how close we is. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I decided to go to the mall to get some shit one night, right? I'm walking up the street. I seen a bike in front of somebody's house. Somebody had, rolled their bike over there, left the bike in front of the house. I picked up the bike. I rode the bike to Brightmo. So you got 7 Mile, 6 Mile, Brightmo, right? I was about like on 6 Mile when I found this bike. So I had to ride the bike for about another mile, from 6 Mile to Finkel, Finkel to Brightmo. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, um, I get over there in the mall, right? I get to the mall. I find this guy pull up at this gas station, right? This guy pull up at the gas station. I'm like, okay, I'm about to rob this nigga, right? He hop out the car. My plan was to wait till he came back out. I was gonna stick him up, take his keys, jump in his car, and pull off, right? Well, the nigga hopped out the car and he ran in the gas station. This was about 5, 6 in the morning. So the car, uh, the smoke coming out the tailpipes, right? So I see the smoke coming out the tailpipes. Get y'all past the rag one time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to turn up. You feel me? So I see the white smoke, coming out the pipes, letting me know that the car running. I'm like, oh, straight up, this nigga left the car running? Oh, this gonna be an easy one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck him. I ran straight up on the car. I jumped in the car. While I'm jumping in the car, I see it's a lady in the passenger seat, right? She got the seatbelt on, going through her phone, right? I jumped in. I threw a pistol right in her face. She thought that I was the nigga that she rode up there to the store with, because like I said, all this shit happened just like that. So she didn't think this was a robbery or none of that. She thinking this the nigga she with. So when she go to look up at me, I already got the barrel in her face. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, I told her to get the fuck out the car, right? Man, I ain't never in my life seen nobody hit the damn seatbelt eject button thing and hop out of a car so fast. Literally, like in 2 seconds, she out the car. Like she was on her toes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like she been here before. You feel me? Well, she jumped out the car. I peel off. By the time I'm peeling off, dog just not walking out the store. He looking like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking in the rear view like that was an easy one. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. All right. So, with that being said, it was a Dodge Intrepid. It was like a 2000, 2001 Dodge Intrepid, right? I shot it to my connect. He like, nah, I don't want this piece of shit, blah, 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 I'm like, all right, cool. I just use this car to get around and rob most shit. Because that's what robbers do. You know what I'm saying? We steal cars to commit other crimes in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to just use this car to go bust some more shit. So I'm riding around in this Intrepid, right? This is the time my homie Lil Dre stepped in. I told y'all the story on him. And he got killed while I was in prison and all of that. I told that whole story. Like I said, I don't be lying about shit. So he wanted to jump in on what I was doing, type shit. So I took him on 2 missions, but I didn't have him do anything. I just had him in the car, just watching what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Well, one night, went to go hit some shit, right? Go out to Southfield. I'm like, they got better cars out there. These people, they got money, blah, blah, blah. I told y'all, Southfield, they call it Detroit Heights. You got 8 Mile, Detroit, Southfield. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we gonna cross 8 Mile, go over there in Southfield, get some shit. They got money over there, blah, 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 right? So we went over there. I had Dre drive the car. I'm like, look, pull up behind this car. We pulled up in this parking lot with this grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I seen this 300C. Bitch is clean as hell. I'm like, y'all, I'm about to get that one. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I'm like, just pull up behind the car. I'm gonna hop out because they was pulling up to a stop sign. A stop sign in the parking lot of this grocery store, right? I'm like, just pull up behind the car, just act casual. I'm gonna jump out, I'm gonna run up on him, right? Well, just my luck. When I hop out the car and I run up on this motherfucker, they pulled up to the stop sign and they was like, it was a lady. I ain't gonna lie. She was looking in her purse for something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was women in the car. I just seen the car. I was like, we going to get it. It was tinted up, all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So ran up on the car. Now, when I got so close, the tents wasn't as dark as they seemed from a distance. The tents seemed real dark, but the closer you get, they really not that dark. So I was able to see inside the car, but it was still a little tinted, right? So I instantly draw a pistol. Bitch, get out this motherfucker, right? She hollering, screaming, oh my God, I can't believe this. Snatch the door open. Get the fuck out on some Grand Theft Auto shit. You know what I'm saying? Pass the rag. Man, listen, right? She jumped out their car so fast. She had a girl in the passenger with her too, right? They both jumped out. They took off running. I jump in. I'm trying to start the damn car. I'm like, because the car ain't moving. Because first I throw it in drive. I'm trying to throw it in drive to peel off and shit, and the damn stick not moving. I'm like, what the fuck? I look in the damn keyhole. The key gone. I look in the rearview mirror. They behind me on the phone like these. You know what I'm saying? By this time, Dre drove off. When he seen me jump in the car, he like started riding through the parking lot, not trying to look suspicious type shit. I'm like, damn, they took the fucking key. I jumped out the car. I got to running towards Dre. You know what I'm saying? I ran to him. I jumped in the car with him. He like, bro, what the fuck happened? I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. We'll talk about that shit in a minute. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So he hit the gas. We riding through the parking lot, right? It was like a little bank, I guess you can call it that, little island bank thing, you know what I'm saying, in this little parking lot. This nigga was about to hit the damn bank, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, turn, what is you doing? Like, we about to hit this little, like the little concrete, you got the little concrete right there, and then you got the grass called a little bank. That's what it was. It was a bank, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, you about to hit this little bank. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him. He trying to turn the steering wheel. The steering wheel is not turning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck going on? Next thing you know, the passenger tire popped out the car and flew past me. I swear to God, I seen the tire flying past me. You know what I'm saying? It was like some movie shit. I'm like, what the fuck? When I seen the tire fly past, I see a bunch of sparks, coming from the passenger tire. I'm in the passenger seat, so I see the sparks. I'm like, dog, we gotta jump out this bitch. Open the door. We jumped out. We jumped out. We ran across the street, right? Oh my God, man. We hid out behind this little building over there. At the time, they was reconstructing this building. So it was a bunch of little blind spots over there. So we hiding in the blind spots, right? Next thing you know, Southfield police pulled up like 10 cars deep. We looking at the ladies, they snitching, saying we was in that car. The car damn near hit the bank, but it like stopped right before it got into the bank. But by this time, we already jumped out of the car and ran across the street. You know what I'm saying? So we see the stoley that we was in, and we see her car. And the police all around her car and shit, right? So Dre on the phone, he called his sister. Boom. His sister pulled up, came and got us, shot us back to the hood. So Dre like, dog, what the fuck happened? Ooh, ooh. I told him, I was like, bro, you seen what I did? I was like, when I got in the car, the bitch took the damn key out the car. You know what I'm saying? On some sleek shit, right? Well, I'm like, yeah, that was a failed mission. Not only did I lose the stoley I came with, but we didn't even get the one that we came for. You know what I'm saying? So back on foot. Damn, right? So I just got the pistol on me, back on foot in the hood. I'm like, man, I gotta get back to it, man. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go east and get some shit, right? So I hopped on the bus with the pistol on me. West 7 Mile to East 7 Mile, straight bus route. You know what I'm saying? So I took the route from West 7 to East 7 Mile on the bus. I hop off the bus, I get to the east side, right? We hit y'all with that pastor rag again. It's about to get real. Again, right? This is 2011 at this point, right? My connect that I was talking about, right? With the chop shop, him. Like I said, he had a list for me, but he also had a new list. He had two different lists. He was telling me, like, if I can get the cars off this first list, then I can advance to the second list, right? Well, the second list carried better cars, like Chargers, 300s, shit like that. I already knew that he was looking for them kind of cars. So he like, you can get these regular cars, then you can start coming with the premium cars. I'm like, man, fuck that. Fuck these regular cars. I'm gonna go for some premium shit. You know what I'm saying? I need that work. Now the premium cars, he was giving out 5 bands for them, right? Like I said, the Chargers and shit like that. At the time, that Hemi Charger was like a Hellcat because there wasn't no Scat Packs or Hellcats back then. It was just Hemis. So if you had a Hemi Charger back then, it was like you had a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? Caught a nigga slip over there in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Now I told y'all my homies over there was Crips. That whole hood was Bloods. We was beefing with them niggas, blah, 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 right? Well, with that being said, I'm over there in the red zone. I caught a nigga with a Hemi Charger, ran up on him, got his ass, right? I got him peeled off. Just so happened, a nigga that I got was one of them blood niggas that we was beefing with. You know what I'm saying? And he knew it was me. So he went and told his homies, right? Okay. Well, I take the Charger to my Connect. I'm like, that's 5 bands. I need that. You know what I'm saying? My Connect, he like, man, my spot hot right now. You gotta sit on the car for a couple days. I'm like, damn. All right, fuck it. The car was sweet as hell anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. So here I am riding around in this damn Charger. Like it's my shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I missed something. My bad. Let's bag it up a little bit. I fucked up. I missed something. With the Intrepid. Before me and Dre went and did what we did, right? I went on the east side one night, right? Over there with my nigga Wine and shit with the Crip homies. I pulled up on him. This was probably like the night before that situation happened with the tire popped up the car and all of this shit, right? I pull up on him, right? We hit you with the pass drag again. So I pull up on him, me and him out there kicking. This nigga like, man, you out here stealing these cars, you wild as hell, woo, woo. I'm like, nigga, something gotta happen, So we out there politicking on that type of time, right? Well, his homie named Cash, bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the nigga Cash called him. Cash like, bro, come pull up, woo, woo, woo. Why I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I'm over here with this little baddie. This my girl. She light skinned, pretty girl. Woo, woo, woo. He like, she look like Nunu from ATL. He flexing. Like, my bitch is look better than yours, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you come pull up, come see it? Woo, woo, right? So he like, where you at? The nigga like, we over here on State Fair and Redmond. Everybody from Detroit or know about Detroit, y'all know about State Fair and Redmond. Deep East Side, that's the Beehive, right? This is where the girl stayed at. We on Liberal and Redmond. We like just a couple blocks down the street. So we like, all right, cool. Well, Wine like, all right, cool, right? So he get off the phone. He like, bro, let's go over there. Ooh, let's see what this bitch looking like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Wine like, man, let me drive. I want to pull up the flags. Ooh, ooh. I'm like, all right, no problem, dog. So I hop in the passenger, right? By this time, I done made this car like it was mine. I got my CD case in this motherfucking everything. Now, for y'all that remember CDs, you know what I'm saying? I was the CD nigga. I had a big ass case full of CDs. You know, just flip through them, CDs at the CDs at the CDs. I had it all, right? All Detroit shit, all that. I had all that shit, right? So I'm flipping through the damn the CD thing, right? Trying to find the CD that I want to listen to. Can't find what the fuck I'm looking for. By this time, we didn't pull it up to the house. So we get to the house, right? He parked in front of the house. He didn't park in the driveway. He parked right in front of the house. So on the passenger side where I'm at is pointing towards where girl and Cash was at. They on the porch. You know what I'm saying? When I hop out the car, he walk up there. I stayed in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like too many niggas and only one girl. I'm cool. I just sit in the car and listen to the music, right? So I'm still flipping through the damn CD thing. Still can't find the fucking CD I want. I had hundreds of CDs in this damn. It was a big black CD case, literally like this damn thick, full of CDs, and like every like section. I think you could have like 4 CDs. Yeah, like 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. Then you flip it over, 2 on the back, 2 on the bottom. Like I had a whole lot of CDs in this motherfucking case, man. You know. So anyway, I'm flipping through it. Can't find the CD I'm looking for. So I cut the light on, the dome light, right? When I cut the dome light on, flip through it, boom, I find the CD. I cut it off. I go put the CD in. By this time, Cash walking up to the car. He like, bro, girl said, get out the car. She wants you to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I guess, I can get out and speak or whatever. I'm already over here. So I get out the car. I walk up. I speak. She speak back. She smiling at me and all this shit. Girl, bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? She literally was a Laura London slash like Lotto. She looked like she could sit at their table. Lotto and Lauren London. Like she could sit at their table. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Light skin, short. She might have been like 5'2", 5'3", thick, bad as fuck. Bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, girl, really cold for real. By this time I got out the car and I walked up on him, I'm like, damn, she really is cold. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we all out there talking. Whole time, she talking to me. So this lead Wine and Cash to talk to themselves. So me and girl, we back and forth politicking, right? Next thing you know, she was like, I like you. You a cool ass nigga. You need to give me your number. What? Cash said this is bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Cash like, he like, man, if you can get her, go ahead, bro. I'm like, all right. Me and her swap numbers, you know what I'm saying? After that, me and Wine get back in the car, we pull off, right? We pull off. All right. Now, me and this girl get to talking. Her name Key India. We just gonna call her India, right? So the girl India, right? She hit me up the next day. She on my head. She like, you my type. I fuck with you. Woo, woo, woo. Why don't you come see me? On that type of time. I'm like, all right. I came over there. We got to chilling. We talking. We fucked. Just like that, right? At her house. After we did that, she was in love. She wanted me around her all the time, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, I'm like, I got to hit the streets. I got to do what I got to do. She know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So she like, all right, just make sure you come back to me. I want you to be safe, blah, 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 things like that, right? Okay. All right. Now, let's get back to the charger, right? So now I got the charger. I pull up on India in the charger, right? She like, damn, how the fuck you get this? Woo, woo. I'm like, shit, you know what type of time it is, She like, I don't got no good feeling about this robbing shit you doing. You need to stop doing it. Mind you, me and her, we only like a couple of days in at this point. You know what I'm saying? She coming at me like she is my girl. You know what I'm saying? She like, I don't like this. You need to stop doing this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I fucked her again. I fucked her and left. You know what I'm saying? I picked up my pistol, threw that bitch in my drawer. As soon as I grabbed my pistol, after we fucked, I grabbed my pistol, right? She like, what is you doing? I'm like, shit, I gotta get back out here. You know what I'm saying? She like, I don't have a good feeling. I feel like something bad gonna happen to you. Please don't go. Like, right hand to God, this is what she telling me. She like, I don't got a good feeling. I don't think you should go. Blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck that. I gotta get out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't be just laid up, just fucking and not making nothing happen. I gotta go get out here. You know what I'm saying? So I leave, hop in the charter. I hop back out on the strip. I'm on East 7 Mile now, 7 Mile and Hayes. That's the Beehive area. I'm right there on that corner. You know what I'm saying? I did a short on this. I reenacted it at the county time, right? I'm at the county time. Caught a nigga slip. I'm up there robbing him, getting him and shit, right? While I get him, I call myself going to jump back in the Charger. The Charger had tinted windows. You know what I'm saying? This was like when the tinted window thing was real hot. Like I said, when they was coming out with them Chargers, they was tinting the windows and all that, like real dark tint. Pass the rag one more time because it's about to get real again. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Nah. I hop in the car. Like I said, the window is tinted, right? When I get in, I look up. I'm looking out the driver window. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, I just ride this nigga, so I gotta be checking my surroundings, making sure, everything. Well, by this time, dog, he walking back into the county. You know what I'm saying? I guess he about to go tell us some shit. I might be gone anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened, two niggas swing the corner. These blood niggas, they got their red mask on and everything. It was like, how can I say? It was like they gave me that look, like, yeah, nigga, we got you. So the nigga that I carjacked, like I said, he told his boys it was me and all that. And I'm in a hood in his fucking car robbing shit. So, it wasn't gonna be too long before they caught up with me. That's what happened. So they like gave me this look, like, yeah, nigga, we got you. Mind you, all of this is in a split second, right? Niggas up, both of them. Blah, 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 blah. Got the fire in the car up, fired the fucking car up. Boom, 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 boom. Bullets hit me, all type of shit. This is my first time being shot, so I'm scared. I see bullets flying past me. They hit me, all type of shit. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to fucking die. Next thing you know, click, 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 click. Niggas ran out of bullets, right? I look up. Niggas took off running. I guess they figured they killed me. You know what I'm saying? They took off running. I started the car. Boom. Peel off, right? I get the fuck on. I drove from East 7 Mile and Hayes all the way to 9 Mile and Greenfield. I took 7 Mile down to Gratiot, up to 8 Mile, all the way down to Greenfield to Providence Hospital, right? It was about 3, 4 in the morning when this happened. I'm flying down 8 Mile. I'm literally doing like 80 miles an hour down 8 Mile. Not one cop pulled me over. I'm looking at my legs, blood gushing out my legs. 5 bullets went in and out my legs. 2 of them stayed in my leg. 1 stayed in my left leg, 1 stayed in my right leg. I told the story about all this shit. The bullets eventually came out one day. All right? Y'all know my story be unorthodox, but I don't tell no lies. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm looking at my legs and shit. Blood just gushing. I'm like, God, please let me make it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never doing this shit again. Well, God saved me. You know what I'm saying? I made it all the way to the hospital. Not one cop pulled me over, nothing. And being on 8 Mile at 3 in the morning, it's always a cop on that bitch. It was perfectly made for me that night. You know what I'm saying? So I got to the hospital, right? They brought me in on a wheelchair. I had parked the car in the parking lot and I walked in there. It took me like 10 minutes to get out the car. If you ever been shot up and you was in the car and then you get out the car, it's like damn near like you can't get out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I kept fighting it and I was able to get myself out the car and walk in the hospital, right? Because if I would have pulled up to the door in the fucking Stoli, they would have connected me to the robberies and shooting all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Pass the rag. Nah, I walk in there. They ask me what happened. I'm like, I got shot. Y'all don't see me bleeding and shit. So they brought me in the wheelchair. They bring me in, right? Next thing I know, they gave me something and knocked me out, right? By the time I wake up, I'm on the hospital bed. The nurse come in talking to me like, yeah, you've been shot 7 times? I've been shot 7 times? I'm checking myself, making sure I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, you didn't lose no ligaments or anything. You're good. I'm like, I got shot 7 times and ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, damn, that's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. You know, the doctor come in. The doctor got to clear me all of that shit. I ain't on no medication, none of that. Just gave me some antibiotics, and they kicking me out the door. They discharged me, right? So after the doctor walk out, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm getting discharged. I'm about to get up out of here. I looked to my left. You know, you got the window right there to look outside and shit, and a little chair for somebody to sit in the chair next to you. You know how I go in the hospital, right? So I look on that seat. It's a plastic bag with my clothing in it. So I go through the bag. The car keys are still in my pants because you know they could cut your shirt off and cut your pants off of you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So my clothes was cut up, so I couldn't put the clothes back on. I wouldn't want to. They was bloody as hell anyway. So I go in the pockets. The car keys is in the fucking pocket. I'm like, damn, I still got the car keys. I look out the window. I'm looking in the parking lot. Sure enough, the damn car sitting in the parking lot, bullet holes in it and all. I'm like, dog, I still got the car. I can't believe this shit. Like, I done got shot up, all type of shit, and I still got the fucking car. Like, hell yeah. So they discharged me, right? The nurse, she come in with the wheelchair to wheel me downstairs to roll me out to my ride. Because I told her I had my ride coming to get me type shit. So she rolled me down there. She get me down there to the end of the strip where the car is supposed to pull up and pick up the patients, the clients, whatever you want to call it, right? We get out there. I'm like, hey, my ride in the parking lot. I want to get up and walk. You know, I need to get a little exercise anyway. She's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? She ain't give a fuck. So I got out the wheelchair. She rolled that motherfucker back in the hospital. I walked to the car. I'm limping. Took me forever to finally get to the get to the car. I got shot 7 times. 5 of them went in my leg. One hit me here on the arm, and one hit me here on my finger. You know what I'm saying? I had my hand on the steering wheel, and one of the bullets, when it came through the car, it hit me in my finger, and the bullet went in the damn steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised that the steering wheel didn't blow up. You know, the airbag ain't blow out or none of that crazy. But anyway, I got hit 7 times, right? So I jumped in the car, started that bitch up and everything. Couldn't believe it. Pulled out that bitch, went right to the block, right? I go to the block, go take me a shower, all of that. Mind you, I'm out there in the hospital gown, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the house. When I get home, I park the car in between the side of the house. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't out on the street, you know, out in the open and shit, right? I go in, I go take me a shower, all of that. I'm like, dog, I don't believe this shit. Like, I got shot up and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back out here, like, ain't nothing happened. Like, I wasn't in the hospital. I was in the hospital maybe like 6, 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? No lie. And I was back on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no medication, nothing. Just antibiotics, right? Okay. I come back out to get in the car. My little homie Dre, he in the passenger seat. So he seen me pull up and he came and jumped in the car while I was in the house, right? So when I come get back in the car, he playing with the gun and shit. I'm like, look, I'm gonna take that bitch with you. I'm out the game. He like, what you mean? Woo, woo. I'm like, nigga, you don't see me? I got shot 7 times. You know what I'm saying? He like, nigga, what? Woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, that shit over. We done with that. It's a wrap. I'm like, you can have that gun. I'm done with that. I'm like, man, I'm about to off this car and that's it. I'm just had to flip this money after that because I'm not doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? He like, all right, cool. We slapped hands, we shook hands and shit. He threw the pistol in his pants. He jumped out the car and walked off. I pulled off. I went right back to the east side. Now, mind you, I know the niggas that shot me up and all of that. So I'm on revenge time. I'm on demon time with no gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on that tip. So I go back through there, right? I'm pulling up on their homies and all that. I'm like, hey, y'all niggas know what time it is. Send them niggas to me. You know what I'm saying? I was literally over there for 7 days straight looking for them niggas because I knew who the niggas was. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't go after the whole crew. I was just aiming at these 2 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Well, with that being said, you know, I'm still fucking with the girl India, right? So I'm going over there to her. She like, I told you something was gonna happen to you, blah blah blah. Cause I came back to her, after I got hit up and all this shit, right? Like, I told you something was gonna happen to you, blah blah blah, all of this shit, right? So she hopped on the phone. She called her people down south. She told them, she like, look, me and my man need somewhere to go. Detroit is just too dangerous for us, blah blah blah. So her people told her, they was like, yeah, y'all can come down here, blah blah blah, right? So she get off the phone. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? She like, I got people in Kentucky and they want to take us in. We can start our life all over again. She like, I don't want you dying out here. I love you. Like, she was in love with me within like the first week and a half. No lie, she was in love. You know what I'm saying? The nigga Cash mad at me because I done stole his bitch, all type of shit. Crazy as hell, man. So me and girl, we doing good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still on that street shit. You know what I'm saying? So long story on all of that, she like kept telling me like, stop going out here in these streets, just stay in the house. We about to get a Greyhound ticket. We going to Kentucky and we gonna start all over. Like she was on that type of time, no fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go home, type shit. I want to get back out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I lied to her. I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and shoot home real quick and I'll be right back. She like, don't do it. I got a bad feeling. She hit me with this shit again. Got a bad feeling, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm walking to the car. She crying. She following me, hitting me in my back. Don't go. Don't go. I told you. I got a bad feeling, blah, 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 right? Mind you, this is 7 days after I got shot, right? Literally 7 days later, I get in the car. She standing there at the driver door, crying her eyes out. Don't leave. I got a bad feeling. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm like, look, I'm gonna be right back. You know what I'm saying? Snatch off. Not even 5 minutes later, I got pulled over by the hood. Went to jail. That's how I caught my case. You know what I'm saying? And it was all because I was on some rah-rah shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I get pulled over in the car. Of course, it's all shot up, my DNA in it. The dude, he filed a report. You know what I'm saying? The shooting was on camera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It just wasn't no beating it. So that's how I ended up getting my time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was caught in the car that I got shot up in. And it was on camera, all of this shit. So I couldn't deny it. Now, they couldn't necessarily hit me with it like, yeah, he was the one that robbed this guy. But since he was in the car and he got shot up, we know he was connected to it. So I had to accept a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? I had to. I ain't had no choice. I was caught in the car. I'm shot up. Everything matched. All of this shit, right? So this is when I found out what it was on the actual shooting. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they fired 9 bullets at me. 7 of them hit me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, all of that shit came out through my discovery packet while I'm in jail fighting my case and all that. I'm like, damn, them niggas really tried to take me out. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm here in jail because I'm trying to get my get back on them, even without my bad, even without a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just crazy like that. Plus, I know what we had going on, all of that shit. Them niggas wasn't really like that. They just did some shit one night, whatever. You know, man, I'm in jail, shot the fuck up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's crazy. Fighting my case from in jail. There wasn't no way around it. I had to go do my time. I did 4 years. I had to heal from in jail. You know what I'm saying? Prison, all of that shit. You know. But it made me a better man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I grew up a lot in prison. I got off that hood shit. I got off that gang banging shit. You know what I'm saying? I started getting my mind right. I changed my ways of thinking, all of that. So by the time I came out, I was a whole new man. You know what I'm saying? I was in there working out. I got myself all buff and diesel, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I came out a whole new person. Um, I needed prison. I did. Because if I didn't go, I'd be dead. I know I would. Because I just didn't give a fuck. Even after I got shot the fuck up, I still was out here tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it was meant to happen. It was what it was. I ain't mad at it. But this is how I got shot 7 times and landed up in jail 7 days later. You know what I'm saying? And the shooting happened on 7 Mile. 777. You know what I'm saying? Play that shit in the lottery or something. Maybe you just might hit. But that's exactly what it was. I thank God I got saved, man. I didn't want to go to prison, but it was the best thing for me, you know. So that's how I got shot. That's how I ended up doing my time. You know what I'm saying? I came on to a whole new world. That's what it is, man. Let the streets go, because the streets will let you go. You know what I'm saying? How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.